and welcome to this weekend edition of Roadside Republic. The drums are beating behind me, the Garba dancers are here. We are in Gandhinagar for LK Advani's nomination from the constituency for the 7th time.
Today I come to you from Upper Assam's Dibrugarh town that will vote in the next 48 hours.
While Sandeep Phukan is in the extreme east of the country, we are close to the western frontiers of India. And today we are in Gandhinagar. We are in Gandhinagar despite the fact there were two high-profile nominations by the BJP. Rajnath Singh in Lucknow, LK Advani in Gandhinagar. We are in Gandhinagar because the question here is not will the BJP win. It's not whether LK Advani will win. The question here is the BJP has put greater emphasis and greater strategy into Gandhinagar. We are here in Gandhinagar because LK Advani had recently said that he doesn't want to contest from here. He actually wants to go to Bhopal. We are also here because two senior BJP leaders, LK Advani and Narendra Modi, have generated a lot of acrimony. There has been a trust deficit between the two leaders, so much so that LK Advani had opposed Narendra Modi anointment on two occasions. But today there was a truth visible, a truth which included Narendra Modi laying out the red carpet for LK Advani at the airport, accompanying him to party headquarters, telling the workers to vote for LK Advani and work for him. Narendra Modi signed the documents for nomination of LK Advani as a proposer. He even accompanied Mr. Advani in the nomination hall along with him as he had done in 1991. But despite this bonhomie today, nobody in the BJP is actually putting their money on how long the peace will last. But right now, there are celebrations at LK Advani's election office, which is going to get inaugurated in a short while from now. The dancers are here, the drums are here, and so are the trumpets. But the fact remains that the BJP celebrates one fact, that both LK Advani and Narendra Modi have heaped a lot of praise on each other.
जिन्होंने जनसंघ से आज तक पार्टी को अपने पुरुषार्थ से सींचा है, चार पीढ़ियों को पार्टी के लिए जीने मरने की प्रेरणा दी है, ऐसे श्रद्धेय अडवाणी जी के बगल में बैठ करके उंगली पकड़ करके चलने का हम जैसे लाखों कार्यकर्ताओं को सौभाग्य मिला है। अडवाणी जी के लिए जितना हम कर पाए वो कम है। पार्टी को यहां तक पहुंचाने वाली इस पूरी पीढ़ी के लिए हम जितना कर पाए वो कम है।
Huge moment compared to 1991 when the tumultuous days, from those tumultuous days, how is this election different for you and the BJP?
I cannot compare it to one election. I would like to compare it to all the elections since 52. I have not seen any other election in the past. I've been through all 52 till today. And I have not seen any election in the past where, apart from the media assessments and apart from the party assessments, almost everyone, even the man in the street, ask him what is likely to be the result. He will point out to two things. The present government is going to change. And the second thing is that a government led by the BJP is going to succeed. But this is something that I have never seen in the past.
Sir, you carried the party at one time. You walked with your senior Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee and saw to him to the Prime Minister's chair. This time around, it's one of your protege. Somebody was an organization secretary here at one time in 91.
I would not call Narendra Bhai as my protege. I would say that I have seen him function as the party's general secretary. And I have found in him many remarkable qualities. And something outstanding that I have said about him always. I have said I have never seen a more brilliant and efficient events manager than him. And which events management capacity of his he has brought to bear on the issue of governance also, which has made him all the more suited for the assignment that the party has entrusted to him.
Do you think he was a befitting successor to your and Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee's legacy?
I would not compare, certainly not to Atalji. Atalji was a class by himself. And in a way, even at that point of time, the main ideologue of the party was Deendayal Upadhyay. Yet the person to implement it in the field of governance, in the field of leading a government, was Atalji. So that way everyone has his own qualities, and I have mentioned how Narendra Bhai Modi also has proved a remarkable leader of the party right from the beginning, when he was not in politics, not in government, but was an RSS pracharak.
Happy to be back in Gujarat and in Gandhinagar?
I have always been happy to come to Gujarat. In fact, I have always stressed it that it's not because of the fact that Gandhinagar or Gujarat has elected me 6 times to the parliament. Not because of that, but essentially because the holocaust of partition, which accompanied the freedom of our country, displaced my entire family from Karachi and Sindh. And if we got a place somewhere to settle, it's in Gujarat. It's in Kutch really, where my father and my other family members, they stayed for quite some time in Adipur.
My question was slightly in Endur. That are you happy to be in Gandhinagar?
I'm not just happy. I'm rejoicing really that I am in Gandhinagar once again and seeking election for the 7th time in a row.
In this edition of Both Side Republic, we bring you a slice of culture in Gujarat and how during elections, cultures, tradition and also politics is blended in India. On my left are women performing the traditional dance of Garba. Women perform Garba, and on my right are men performing the male version called the Garbi. But this is what tradition is. In Gujarat, and usually whenever anybody is celebrating anything, these are the 2 prominent dances one can be seen. But that's one tradition. The other tradition in the BJP, which I've seen over the last few years, is that senior leaders never used to have their king joining politics. Today, for example, Mr. L.K. Advani's daughter and son both accompanied him for the umpteenth time at a nomination, but they have never joined active politics. But that's one tradition. It seems is changing. Achal Vora is in Chhattisgarh telling is how tradition is what used to be.
We are in Rajnandgaon Lok Sabha constituency in Chhattisgarh. Fighting elections from here proved to be a turning point in Dr. Raman Singh's career when he defeated Congress heavyweight Motilal Vora. Now, he's bequeathed this constituency in a way to his son Abhishek Singh, an MBA. And this program is for him to address a public meeting here.
Rajnandgaon is Raman Singh's native place. Abhishek spent his childhood here. During the assembly elections while campaigning here, Narendra Modi said, had BJP been like the Congress, we would have fielded Abhishek Singh from Rajnandgaon. But the party does not believe in dynasty politics.
अगर रमन सिंह कांग्रेस के होते तो कवर्धा का उम्मीदवार अभिषेक होता, उनका बेटा.
That clip has been recirculated by the Congress among the local channels. Perhaps Rajnandgaon had become too luring, a perfect seat for the safe launch of Raman Singh's son. Moreover, the Congress has fielded little-known Kamleshwar Verma, prompting many from the Congress to join the BJP. So as the people wait to hear from the heir apparent, we head to Telitola village in the constituency to speak to the voters.
लेकिन हमारे छत्तीसगढ़ में हमारे रमन सिंह है, 1 रुपए किलो में चावल दे रहे हैं और इसीलिए हम लोगों को पसंद है।
जो गारंटी योजना है वो तो कांग्रेस की है, लेकिन फिर पसंद उसको कर रहे हैं बीजेपी को, ऐसा क्यों?
पसंद तो अपने ऊपर है ना भाई, जिसको हम चाहेंगे उसी को हम पसंद कर लेंगे। जो जैसा रमन सरकार की बात है, रमन सरकार हमको खुश किया है।
Raman Singh taking the credit for both his own and the centre's schemes, for he is seen to have successfully implemented them.
My experience in the last 8 to 10 years have prepared me very well for this.
I met a lot of people in your Lok Sabha constituency, and they say that they need the high school for girls. They have to walk a lot to sell their rice, so they need that facility. They said that they don't have primary health care centers. They don't have water. There are no taps. I mean, homes don't have a single water tap here. So these are basic challenges. It's not a false perception, as it were.
I'm not saying it is a false perception. What I meant was, the amount of development which has taken place in the last 10 years is significant per se, based on from where we started.
Abhishek acknowledges the problems, but says a BJP government at the centre would help.
How hopeful are you that BJP will form its government?
I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful from the kind of news we are getting from all over India.
You will be attacked for being Raman Singh's son and, taking benefits.
I'll just ask you a question. I will just ask you a question. Just because my father is a politician, should I not enter politics?
The Congress can't disagree. Both Motilal Vora and Ajit Jogi's sons are sitting MLAs.
You're an MLA, your mother is an MLA, and now your father is fighting. I mean, is there anybody left in your family who also needs to be in politics?
Well, my wife is there, and thankfully she's the one
Is she also
person
planning?
who's not at all. She's very much a homemaker, and all I can say is that in a democracy, dynasty really has no meaning, because unless and until you get the people's mandate, I may be so-and-so's son, but I have won in this state with the highest margin.
Over the last 5 minutes, Raman Singh's son Abhishek Singh has been addressing these people. He spoke about his father and also about why he chose to wear a shirt and a pair of jeans and not the Indian traditional clothes. Now, every election there is a lot of excitement over the young politicians. But look at it, at least in the past, most of these parliamentarians have come from political families. So is politics just family business, or do these men and women generally enter politics to serve the nation? There are no easy answers to that. And as much as dynasty politics seems to be under attack in the cities, in areas like these, people don't seem to mind as long as they can hope the candidate will deliver. Reporting from Rajnandgaon in Chhattisgarh with camera person Ashwani, Aanchal Vora, NDTV.